Welcome back to Inside Voices, the podcast.
Oh man, did you hear about the new news?
Holy shit.
Mike Tyson got Lana Rhodes pregnant.
Lana?
Oh yeah, dude.
Mike Tyson got Lana Rhodes pregnant.
Is that actually that's a primary source?
Yeah.
Okay,
Mike
so
texted Mike.
Confirmed here, Mike Tyson got Lana Rhodes pregnant.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Good for
It
him.
was actually Logan Paul. Yeah.
Right after the fight?
Yeah.
Or before the fight, I guess.
It was before, because she's 4 months pregnant, right?
Or maybe he has such a powerful specimen down there that it could get her pregnant later on.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It
Good for them.
Timed release.
Good for Mike Tyson, Logan Paul, and Lana Rhodes. Round of applause.
Applause, guys.
So, how do you feel about Kevin Durant bringing a backup date in case Lana Rhodes wasn't good enough for him?
Is that the reason why?
I can't think of another reason why you'd bring a backup date.
She wasn't maybe going to show up.
Did she know?
Did she know?
For sure.
No, because I think she complained online about it, so I would assume not.
Okay,
That's just so horrible.
But pick your guys then. Why you want to go out with an NBA player?
This is the thing, though. Like, Lana Rhodes, people think Lana Rhodes is, like, super famous, but Kevin Durant is in a whole different league of fame. And
yeah, like, he's so famous, he has his own burner account.
Yeah, like, he's so famous, he can't have a real social media account.
Yeah.
It's like, that's...
No, there is levels of fame, right? Kevin Durant literally is so famous that...
he can't go anywhere.
That, like, it's a specific person that knows who Lana Rhodes is. Yeah. I don't even know. I didn't know who Lana Rhodes was until you said that topic before.
It's like a niche. It's like
you have to be, fame. Yeah, like you're hardcore. Or,
like you wouldn't know who KSI is unless you watch YouTube.
No, it's a niche.
I can say that I wouldn't have known who Kevin Durant is until last year.
Okay. Well, that's because you are very out of the loop from pop culture.
But it's still niche.
Ali didn't even know what Dragon Ball Z was.
Niche, yeah, if someone's in the NBA,
it's not really niche. He's also one of the best players in the entire world.
But if you don't watch basketball, you're not really gonna know.
You do, because these names are so big that they get passed around. Like, okay, do you know who Michael Jordan is?
Okay, that's very different to me than Kevin
golfer?
Durant.
Yeah, the golfer. He used to play baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, see? There's different levels of fame. Like,
no,
get
he's
so
on
famous.
B-list, C-list.
No, Kevin Durant is on the same. He's on the same pedestal as like Allen Iverson, and everyone knows who Allen Iverson is.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my god! You don't. Well, everybody else knows who Allen. Our parents know who Allen Iverson is.
Okay, I think it's funny, but you know what? I'm not even surprised when people have money like that and they have fame like that. They just do stupid things.
No, but this is the thing: is you don't. If you want a long-term relationship, you don't go after Lana Rhodes. But if you want a long-term relationship, you also don't go after Kevin Durant. There's both ends of it.
Fair.
It's an NBA player.
Would you go after a Peace star?
No, but hold on. This is the thing.
I don't think that they are like not allowed to date and try long-term relationships.
Who said they were not allowed to date?
You said that you.
I said you don't go for her if you're looking.
But this is the thing with like an NBA player is you got to realize they're also going to be on the road for how many weeks a year?
Oh, fucking the whole year.
Exactly. So like, what do you expect?
And they're training all the time. Like, if you're as good as he is, you're not training an hour a day and then going and doing whatever you want.
No,
you're training all day.
You're training 9 hours a day, and then you go on your burner counts for a few hours a day and commenting, defending yourself, and then
there you go.
And you're going on.
Yeah. You have burner counts?
No.
You have burner counts?
Yeah, I got one.
This guy has a burner account.
I got one that I commented on my stuff with, saying like that's crazy.
Dude, you're freaking nuts, brother.
That's ridiculous. That's pretty sweet.
But the main topic for today is
one thing I really have been doing is like I post a picture or I comment on something, and then I comment on my own thing with my burner account, going, "Damn, dude, was that you that just drove by in that 458?" And I was like, "Yeah."
It's like, have you seen that?
Dude, the new Rolls Royce you just bought is pretty nice.
Have you seen that video of the I think it's like a college football player, and he sneezes and he goes, "Bless you," and he goes, "Thank you."
Oh yeah, I saw that.
I literally sneeze all the time.
Yeah, I know, but it's different because you didn't get it on video and put it on the internet.
And we were famous beforehand.
What?
You're the funniest person alive.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So the main topic today is going to be, do you think...
So phrase your question.
Okay, the question is, would you wear counterfeits or
replicas? No. You have to go from... So he's talking about reselling, right?
Yeah.
And now reselling has put the prices so high to certain things, like I'll lay it out. Really high.
For me, brother.
Yeah, because I know how to do this.
This is that pseudo-science, bro.
Yeah. So the resellers have made acquiring these things that collectors and people that have an interest in it, things they want so difficult because, for one, they're so limited because this guy has 250 of them and they only made 1,000. But it's also driven the prices up. So now lay your question out. So because those prices are up, there's a lot of counterfeits.
So the topic is two-part. First, we're going to talk about...
Like a toupee.
Yeah, exactly. We're going to talk about the resale market. Like, We'll start now. So
Yeah,
we call them resale. We call them resellers. But when people stand outside of the baseball stadium and resell their tickets, they're
scalpers.
They're scalpers. These people are scalpers.
Yeah.
These people are literally preying on these. It's caused so many problems nowadays because people used to do it with certain things.
Look at Sterling. That's why.
That's why.
Because he's trying to get the new Yeezys and he
Man,
can't.
I can't. I'm stressing.
He's stressing about it.
And it's come to the point now where these like people who used to resell this and that, it was very small, and then it moved on to like sneaker reselling became huge, and then designer clothes like Supreme and stuff. They're not.
And
really designer,
now, Fortnite toys.
No, but that's the thing. Now it's everything.
Skateboard decks.
Like you literally have people go around to their grocery stores when a new Oreo drops, and they'll buy the Oreos.
$500 they want for some of those things.
Yeah, and it's like so. Then it's like, okay, you want something as simple as an Oreo. Now you have to go online and you have to buy a box of Oreos for $40.
So now phrase your question in terms of the fashion and the shoes and the
so with
apparel.
Everything becoming so unobtainable to the point where you literally, like, for example, you wouldn't even be able to buy PS5 if you wanted to.
I still couldn't buy PS5.
Yeah, because people have bought 200 PS5s. Because these things are so unobtainable, and now particularly in fashion, how do you feel about counterfeits or replicas, whatever you call it?
So my thing to that is, like I said, I require I have to ask a question, and I require an answer to give my opinion.
Okay, sir, I will give you your answer, sir.
Yes, okay. Yes, sir. My question is, the person, so to do with the person buying, I have no issues with replicas.
Okay.
Because who cares? They exist for everything. But the person buying the replica, when he's wearing it, how much of an ego does he have?
Okay, I'm going to say no ego.
No ego? Then it's no problem. Now, if he puts it on and he walks around going,
why can't I get to the club for free?
Why can't I get the clothes of $15,000 hat?
Don't look at me directly in my eyes. I don't want the lenses.
Yeah, exactly. Or he'll make fun of this guy wearing real Jordans because his fake Balenciagas, and he's saying, "Oh, you wear Jordans, I wear Balenciagas," but they're fake. He paid $18 for them, and that guy spent $2,000 on some retros or something.
Okay.
So it has to do with the ego. It has to do with the person that's wearing it, because if it actually boosts their ego when they wear that, that's a big problem.
I have a follow-up question right after she answers that. So how do you feel about it?
Well, I agree with the ego thing, but I also think that there should be a spectrum of, like, the best of the best stuff, like, whatever brands you think are the best shouldn't be replicated. Like, I think there should be, like, the untouchable stuff.
What are you talking about?
The unobtainium?
Like...
Is a word?
Like, Gucci. If you think Gucci is, like, the top brand, whatever, I think Gucci stuff should not be allowed to be replicated.
No, they should replicate that.
So if you saw a really nice Gucci hat that you wanted, but you didn't want to pay $6,000 for it, you wouldn't buy one for $40?
I don't think it should be allowed to be made for $40.
Well, it's not.
Well, I don't think it is
It's
allowed.
illegal.
Well, like, it shouldn't be able to. Not
but why do you want things that are unobtainable to you?
Yeah.
I think there should be a spectrum.
But don't you just want to like something and say, I want to wear it?
Okay, this is the problem, though. So if you had that, right, and there was actually zero replicas of this Gucci hat, then that ego thing that I talked about, the people that actually got those hats.
It's like Birkin bags,
it'd be like they're walking around the streets and they're carrying a Pagani on their back.
Literally.
It's so then you don't want that, because replicas actually lower people's egos that actually have those things, because they think more people have those than really do.
It's like the Yeezys.
So it actually, the whole thing fixes itself.
Kind of. So okay, pretend like let's just cut that whole part out of your train of thought.
No,
that's
hold
a
on.
whole different.
You mentioned
topic.
Yeezys.
Perfect.
Guys were buying fake Yeezys that thought they were. They didn't know they were fake. They were buying fake ones.
No, wait, we'll get to that. We'll get to that. So in terms of counterfeit replica stuff, you don't care.
That they're made?
No. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I don't care.
Okay. Would you wear counterfeit or replica stuff?
Me, no, only because I don't care about brands.
Okay. What about you?
Sure.
Would you wear something that was a counterfeit or replica because you really liked it?
If I saw it, hold on. If I saw something counterfeit and I didn't even know that it was a counterfeit, like if I didn't even know it was a so actually, let me rephrase that. If I like something, I'll wear it regardless.
Okay.
So if I saw it and I didn't know it was a replica of something, I really don't care if it is a replica of something. I'll still buy it and wear it.
Yeah, because you buy it for what it is.
I like it. Yeah.
Okay.
I don't have interest in brands.
So I'm the same exact way. It doesn't make any sense to me. How people are saying, and it's crazy because this idea, they're perpetuating, the resellers are perpetuating the idea that if you wear counterfeit stuff, if you wear all this shit,
sweatshops?
you're fake, you're a piece of shit. Like, I've seen it on Instagram. Where like,
Yeah.
if you can't, they say if you can't afford it, don't go buy the fake version. Meanwhile,
hold on.
They're selling the fake version.
Yeah.
But this is the difference, though. This is the
I
difference.
don't get it.
Most of the people buying the replicas and stuff, a lot of them, the ones that they don't get the ego boost from it, they actually can afford it. But the reason they don't afford it is because they're good with their money. There's guys that save up 6 months to buy a hat.
He's right.
They drive Honda Accords and they hop out.
I see this
more often than not. I see guys driving Honda Accords hop out with full Gucci on, and it's real.
If you really think that it makes any sense in any way, shape, or form to go buy a $400 Gucci belt when you work and you make part-time money
16 to 50 an hour.
What the fuck are you doing?
Like,
do you think Gucci is like, you're part of the club?
But nobody's impressed.
That guy's part of the club. He's wearing the Gucci belt.
But this is the thing. Nobody is actually impressed because the second when you walk them home to your mom's house or whatever, and she forgot to leave the basement unlocked, and you got to call her to get the basement unlocked or something, they're not going to be impressed. Like, I don't understand that. Like, if you have full Gucci and then you drive home in your Ferrari to your mansion, it's a different story. Because, okay, this guy's got money. But if you have Gucci, you hop into your Honda Accord, and you live at your grandparents' house, it's like, why are you full head to toe? Real Gucci, why are you head to toe in this?
Yeah, it's just stupid.
You can't afford it. You're going above your means.
Okay, I have a question. Hypothetically, say you're a millionaire.
Wait, what is hypothetical? You have to...
Okay, what are you saying?
Okay, you're a millionaire.
I don't have to be hypothetical about that.
And if you're a millionaire, would you still buy the lesser expensive knockoff versions of, like, say, Gucci, whatever, or would you actually go buy the real Gucci?
No,
I'd buy the knockoff.
I'd buy the knockoff because I'm a millionaire and I have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
I'd rather keep my money. 100%.
This is the thing. You don't understand. I can get the same exact shit for literally a fraction of the price. It's
no, but hold on. I got a comparison. That is like the people, these rich celebrities that get called out for faking that they're on private jets and faking that they're flying business class because they can actually afford it, so they don't do it. Yeah, they just go to a thing because there's no point.
All these rappers are in fake jewelry.
Yeah, see, exactly. All these guys are worth $30 million that have fake jewelry on. They can easily afford it. Yeah, exactly. But that's the thing, right? They can afford it easily, but they don't because they can afford it. Things are only really cool to you when you can't really afford it.
Well, it really depends. If I am
a lot of things.
If I'm worth $150 million, I'm not going to carry enough to go buy the fake versions because it's probably harder for me to get the fake versions.
Yes.
But if I'm like $2-3 million, I'm not going to be like, I'm going to go buy a $50,000.
I'm going to buy the fake set because I'm a millionaire and nobody's going to question it. And who cares if they
do? It depends. If I'm so financially rich that it literally doesn't matter what kind of money. Because if you're worth $5 million, if you're buying 50, like, look at the basketball players. These guys were worth hundreds, 200 million. And they go broke because they're buying.
Iverson blew $350
because they're buying $100,000 jackets and then throwing them out. $100,000 is 1/10 of a million. If you buy that jacket 10 times, you burnt $1 million.
It's 1/10 of a million, and it's 1/100th of 10 million.
This is why we have him here. He graduated top of his class.
100 million.
He graduated top of his class in grade 12 science.
Yeah.
Wow.
But no, so this is the thing, but that's a good comparison with the guys that fake that they're in first class, but they actually go back to not first class because they can afford first class, and who cares about flying first class? So they're going to spend 1/10 of the price to do the same thing. Yeah, like
this is the thing.
Real rich people they're rich because they're actually smart with their money.
Yeah. There's this whole thing that like at this point that they're saying, like, back to what I was saying earlier, these resellers are perpetuating the idea that if you wear this shit, you're just a fake, you're a phony. But at the same time, they're like, if you can't afford it, don't buy it. But the thing is, people are buying fake Jordans. Jordans are like $200-$300.
Yeah, anybody can afford it.
You can afford that if you wanted it. But the problem is, they're buying, every reseller is buying 300 pairs of the Jordans.
Yeah, exactly.
So no one can buy them.
So this is the thing,
and then they're reselling them for $900.
And they get pissed that people buy the fake ones purely because now
it's affecting their business.
Yeah, less people want to buy the real ones.
If people say, if we culturally just say fuck it, buy whatever you want, like in China there's no copyright laws. So if you want to go make a fake Yeezy down the street from the Yeezy factory, you literally can walk down the street and buy a fake Yeezy.
But hold on. This is the thing with that whole thing that I don't understand. Why does it matter if it's real or fake? Don't people buy things because they like the way it looks?
That was going to be my biggest point. If you like something, just wear it. What does it matter?
If it looks like the one you like, then it's the same to you.
Why are we tying price to anything?
Like, let's say you like a shirt because.
It's so
if you like a Gucci shirt, you don't even care how it looks. You just like the way it fits, and the replica one fits the same. Well, doesn't it have the same value to you?
And not only that, but to add on to that idea, A lot, not all of it, but a lot of like these fake, for example, shoes and stuff. A lot of them are probably made in the exact same factory as the real stores. You think that Adidas has
right down the road.
A bunch of German engineers making their shoes? It's
no,
literally a bunch of literally a bunch of sweatshop people.
They go. If you buy knockoff, you're supporting sweatshops. But then Nike sweatshops are the most famous thing ever.
Literally,
how Nike treats their employees, how Apple treats their employees.
They make literally pennies on the dollar in China, and you're telling me if I buy a hat from the exact same warehouse, I'm making any difference?
They make $3 a week.
It makes no sense.
I don't know. I think let's say I'm looking at a dehumidifier. Let's say that's a really expensive dehumidifier.
That's a Supreme dehumidifier.
But there's the exact same one that does the exact same job. It's a tenth of the price.
Well, you know what?
Do you care about the brand name at that point?
That's actually a good point, because when you go to like a grocery store and you're looking for example, let's say I'm looking for allergy pills, okay? You have Claritin, and then you have off-brand Claritin.
The same.
What are you buying?
And the thing is,
one is $8.
People buy the off-brand. People buy the off-brand all the time. They rather buy the off-brand because it's cheaper.
Yeah, it's cheaper.
So
why does that change?
You're told that the off-brand is not as like.
No, for the medications, it comes from the same factory.
I know, but you're told that like don't buy the off-brand because it's like dangerous or something.
Who has ever said that?
I've heard that all the time.
No, what I've heard about that is buy it because it's a different cultural it's a different culture there. So people are saying buy the off-brand medications coming from the same place. It does the same thing. It's just
that's
it's
a pharmacist.
It's the same. It's actually the same company. They're just putting that out because
there's always generic branded things.
Yeah, the generic brand is the same as the company. It's a marketing scheme to get every segment of market.
Well, because like Claritin doesn't make their own Claritin. They get it from the supplier that makes whatever Claritin is, and that the generic brand is getting it from there as well.
It's all the same product.
It's like no name food.
Yeah, no name. So this is the thing. So why do we accept that small scale, but then people are trying to reject that large scale? To be honest with you, if I could get a Ferrari for $10,000, I would go buy a Ferrari for $10,000.
Yeah.
I think most people would.
Exactly. Why I don't understand why people put so much emphasis on how much they spend on their things. Who fucking cares?
But this is the thing in general, is why do people even care what other people have, replica or not?
It makes
why
no
does it
sense.
even matter?
If you are the type of person
to
walk in the mall and go, dude, those are fake Jordans, by the way, you're wearing.
Crazy.
You got something mentally wrong with you.
Crazy.
You got something mentally wrong with you.
And if you're not willing to show you what you have in your bank account and compare it to that guy, then you're crazy.
If you ever call someone out in public, unless they're like going crazy, unless they're walking around.
No, that's it. But that's all my ego thing.
Yeah. If they're walking around pretending and saying, "Oh, dude, I bought this $2 million."
And then walking into like the actual Louis Vuitton store, acting like they buy everything.
Yeah, like if you call those people out,
rich, but they work at McDonald's.
But if you call the kid out with his friends eating like at Baskin Robbins or some shit, and you tell him he has fake Jordans on,
and his Jordans are like super scuffed up, like he clearly wears these things all the time.
You are a loser above any other type of loser. You are the supreme fucking loser. Okay.
Who cares?
Like, it makes absolutely no sense.
The only time it shouldn't even matter, even if the guy is flexing really hard, but that's the only time it's acceptable. Yeah. Because if the guy's walking around there and he's got fake Saint Laurent glasses on and he's like putting them down to his nose and so he can't see through his lenses because they're so expensive and stuff, well, that's different.
How do you feel then about people selling fake goods pretending they're real?
That's different.
So how do you feel about that?
Well, if they're charging the same as the real one, then that's shitty.
Okay, and you exactly.
That's
so
totally different.
I think anyone with common sense understands that at the end of the day, it's just clothes and shit like that.
Who cares?
Like, what does it fucking matter? The only reason you're not upset about your neighbor buying off-brand pasta and you buying what is a pasta brand? Like, you buying the real mac and cheese, KD? This is
the real penne, dude.
Yeah, like, the only reason you don't care is because when you're out, no one sees the pasta.
But the crazy thing is, nobody cares about brands for anything until it comes to clothing. Certain people like, that's fake.
It's hypebeast shit, man.
But you know what's even worse? When, like, Louis Vuitton, let's say, will release a shoe, and then Puma will release a shoe that looks similar, and people are like, wow, if you buy the Puma one, you're wearing a fake.
Well, you know what's crazy?
It's that.
Oh, you know what? Actually, when I was young, I think grade 6 or something, I got a pair of Shaquille O'Neal shoes.
Oh, shit.
I got a pair of Shaquille O'Neal shoes.
He went straight to Walmart, aisle 8.
No. We bought this at, like, Sport Check. This is before he had his Walmart deal. They look really good. They look really nice, these shoes, okay? They had, like, a strap that had really, like...
I know what shoes you're talking about.
They had, like, really, like, interesting design on the strap of it, okay? So I wore it to school. I had no idea it was a Shaquille O'Neal shoe. I had no idea. I was not into sneakers at all at the time. I knew nothing. So I wore it to school, and someone came up to me and said, "Dude, are those new Jordans?" And I was like, "What are you talking about? I don't know. I don't know."
The new Shaquille O'Neal.
So he took that as, I guess it is. So then later that day, he goes, "Dude, those are the Shaq shoes." And I'm like,
cool.
Okay. And he's like, "Why did you buy fake Jordans?" And I was like, "What on earth are you talking about?"
What age is this?
We were, I don't know, what age are you
26?
in grade 6? What age are you in grade 6? Like 11?
Yeah.
I was 11 years old, basically.
Oh my God.
I think that was 6 months ago. It was 22.
I think people are so, like, fucking stupid nowadays about the shit they wear.
No, this is, this actually starts something else. Now, if you have rims on your car that are not 4G autos, they're like, damn, you have, like, those Chinese rims, those eBay rims or something. It's like,
what does it matter?
Dude, you always point out shitty rims.
Shitty, ugly, like, no, he doesn't point out, like,
I don't go,
those are Tai Shens, not 4G
I don't take my keys and I don't knock it on the metal and go, those are not,
he doesn't go, those are not 4G autos. But this is the thing, people, they want to put, like, 4G autos on their Toyota Corollas and stuff, and so they drain their whole bank account on rims for their car. It's like, who's laughing at the end of the day?
Exactly.
This set costed $400, and it looks decent, and your set costed $6,000. And when you want to sell your car, you're trying to sell them separate because you can't afford just to sell them with the car.
It's kind of the same. The car culture is the same thing, kind of. Like, there's two spectrums of it.
Snobbier.
There's the people who, like, want to make their car look cool, and then there's the people who want to make their car fast.
And then there's the people in between that they lie about making their car fast when they made it look cool.
Yeah, so
and they lie about what's been done to it.
If I were to buy the car that I've always wanted, and if I were to put money into it,
the Kia Forte, right?
Yeah, the Kia Forte. And if I were to put money into it, I would put 100% of my money into making it look cooler. Why? Because I'm driving on a road with speed limits.
And the roads around here ain't that good. I don't need a car with 800 horsepower.
What is the point of me putting a fucking SRT8 Hemi engine into my goddamn Kia Forte?
I want the Hellcat with the red key.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's stupid, but like... But yeah, I don't understand that.
I just don't know. I feel like we need to start normalizing, like, counterfeit and cheap shit, because I want to destroy the reselling market.
Yes, 100%.
I want to destroy the reselling market.
But you know what I just thought of? The whole ego thing and the whole all that is the kids that go to private school and they talk to a kid that goes to public school and they're like, "Oh, you go to public school."
It's the same.
You.
Yeah, it's the same thing as when you go to high school and you got university level and you got college level.
Yeah, exactly.
The university level, people are like, "Oh, so you're an idiot."
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about?
Exactly. And then they had you're in essential classes, which is less than college level.
I haven't done homework in 3 years.
Yeah, like, then they have you who almost got held back grade 5.
It's actually grade 6, so if you're going to talk about me, you better get your facts straight.
That's right. But no, I just don't understand that. The thing with the replicas is, what people don't realize is you're actually giving more people jobs, because now it's making the same shoe at different events. These people couldn't get hired at Nike, making the same shoe, making the same amount of money.
I wonder where the money goes. Where do you think the money goes?
I wonder where that money goes for all these, because these replica companies, there's probably 10 companies that...
Where do you think the money goes?
That's what I was thinking.
They all make the same shoe, right?
Do you think that the workers get a little bit more money when you buy fake shoes?
Probably.
Or do you think that the boss gets a little more?
You know how rich that boss is? He's making Gucci stuff.
The guy selling the fake Yeezys in China.
That guy has more money than the Nike, the guy that owns Nike.
But you know what's actually crazy about the replicas? In a lot of cases, because they're made in the same factory by the same 8-year-olds, they're actually able to eventually make the exact same product.
Yeah.
Well,
like the same material and everything.
Well, I mean, there's replicas that are so... Hold on.
Oh, this is what
with counterfeit money. There's counterfeit money that is so good that you have to go to a bank. It's so good that ATMs cannot recognize that it's counterfeit.
But don't talk about my side hustle.
Yeah, I know. I was just saying. Go on Google.
But no, you know what's really funny about the hypebeasts? The people who are telling you not to buy fake things because it's destroying culture. These people literally need an army of people to double check everything they buy, because they have no idea if they're buying fake stuff or real stuff anymore.
Like StockX has a whole...
you can get whatever it's called, verified or whatever.
Yeah.
But the thing is, people are buying that shit, getting it, and it still ends up being fake.
Yeah,
that is how good fakes are. If you cannot literally differentiate between two products, how is it fake anymore?
Who cares at that point?
How is it fake anymore?
What are you going to do? Punch in the serial number and see if Nike's ever registered it?
Like what is fake about it? You're buying a shoe made of the same material with the same logo with the same
Nikes
colors.
are fake in general. It's a shoe. How can it be real or fake? If it's there, it's real. Like, I don't understand.
It's like an existential question.
Yeah, it's like if it's like one time I was wearing I think it was a chain or something. It was
all diamond gold.
Yeah, it had cubic zirconias over there. It was shiny. I wore it over to one of my family functions, and one of my family members goes, "Is that a fake necklace?" And I looked down and I said,
"It's real. It's there.
No, it's real. This is a real necklace."
No, it's not a hologram.
Like people are
fake
so
watches.
fucked up.
The watches are the worst. It's like
God.
it's like people like not everybody's like you can have a Rolex and shit, right? So people have a knockoff Rolex or something, and then people go, "Oh yeah."
You ever seen anyone with a 26-inch Rolex?
So the same guy that called it the fake necklace, I saw with a 80 millimeter fake Rolex.
Wait, I said inches. That would be the biggest Rolex.
Yeah. 80? But no, so the watch one is actually even more interesting because, once again, if it doesn't raise the guy's ego and he just likes the way it looks, and the fake watches, you still get the movement. You still get
the time.
It's the same. No, but the movement itself. It's not the same
that.
Rolex. It's not the perpetual movement or whatever, but it looks the same as a replica.
Don't talk about stuff you don't have.
Well, you have and I don't, but I have 5 of them. But I only have Audemars Piguet, but APs. But no, but if it's fake and you like the way it looks and it's very close to the real one, and unfortunately you could only afford $400 because you couldn't afford $45,000 watch, then who cares if it makes you happy? Just once again, just don't let it get to your head and go, I bought this for $40,000. Like that's why rappers get in trouble for it. Because they go, this chain right here was $150,000.
Oh my god, they're the worst.
See, that's what I'm saying. If they said, no, this is fake, but I didn't want to buy the real one, it looks cool,
yeah,
then nobody would care. But they go, like Soulja Boy went, this one right here is $255,000. I got $3 million on me right now, and they did the diamond test, it's all fake.
Yeah.
So
how do you guys feel about the reselling of like trading cards?
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, like Pokemon.
How do you feel about? Yeah. How do you feel about?
No, I mean the $250,000.
No. How do you feel about How do you feel about Logan Paul's Charizard card apparently being worth $1 million?
I think it's $250,000.
No. So the I think I don't know. It's not called PGA. What is it called?
The PGA Tour.
Yeah. So there's two. There's two. There's like BS.
Yeah, I know.
BS,
the people that certify this stuff.
Yeah.
There's only
two
in
certifications, and the one he has is the one that's like $850,000. How do you feel about paying $850,000 for a piece of paper with a picture on it?
Completely, utterly stupid.
I think it's a good financial investment, though.
But I don't this is what I understand.
That's
so
pretty
if you're collecting something, aren't you just collecting it for the way it looks?
Yeah, so why do you need the $850,000?
Why can't you just get literally a replica of the card?
A Pikachu?
To me, it's the exact same as printing it out off your computer.
Pikachu.
Okay, well, it's not going to come out the same, but... I mean, if I were gonna like make a collection of cards, I don't. Well,
I just don't know. Why did cards ever get to the point where they're $1 million?
I have no idea.
Do they know what they're buying? They're buying a thing that's printed double-sided.
But what what's even more crazy than that? If the company that made these cards really wanted to, they could just reload their printers with that information and make them again.
And they've done that before. It's things that have become super rare. They redo them, and now the values go down. These guys bought these things for $85,000, and now they're selling for $26,000.
They do the shoes too. Sometimes they'll bring. You know what? Okay, this is funny. NMDs used to be like unobtainable.
Well, they brought Jordans back.
Yeah, like I mean, the Jordans are the biggest ripoff.
Yeah.
If you buy the same color of Jordan 6 times, but they're all the same shoe, I have no idea what you're doing. I have no idea.
All they did was Nike ID and just changed up the colors.
It makes no sense. But NMDs used to be super unobtainable. Like we hunted for years.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're.
And now you go to Walmart and there's like NMDs.
No, I have NMDs.
I have like 3 pairs of NMDs.
But I'm saying if I have NMDs, it's very obtainable. I'm not going to go out of my way to get any piece of clothing.
But yeah, it just doesn't make any sense.
But anyways.
But yeah, you know what? But as we were saying, absolutely do not wear counterfeit products.
Yeah, because you're
never.
A piece of shit if you do.
If you goddamn don't spend $700 on my $30 pair of shoes that I bought retail, then you're a fucking clown.
Exactly.
Think about your actions. Okay?
You put me out of a job because you bought
Think about your actions.
People act like it puts them out of a job.
I know. I'm not allowed making $6 million anymore selling you fucking the same shoe Nike does, but for 10 times the markup?
Yeah, holy.
Alright, send us off, Allie.
I'm not sending
Send us off.
Buy what you heckin' want.
Buy what you heckin' want. She's certified. That's stamped by Allie.
Yep. Allie 2020. 2022.
Muhammad
My
Ali.
bad.
Muhammad Ali. That's a new nickname for you.
That's it. Alright.
Alright, thanks for watching. Have a great day. Remember, like, comment, subscribe, retweet, repost.
We see you, our subscriber.
Make 3 or 4 comments. You're keeping us going every day. You know, I wake up and I struggle, but I look at I look at my subscriber count.
Do you know his username?
No.
Wait, he doesn't say.
I forgot. I didn't remember.
You should have remembered. We shut him out. Shout out to.
We'll probably.
Put in the title. Shout out.
All right. Thanks for watching.
Oh my God.
Have a good day.